Hello everyone! After I did my Meteor time to kill test, I realized the three guns are very different. Some guns are just really bad. In this video, I will show you a time to kill test under ideal conditions. Stationary shooter, stationary target, very short distance. This is of course not a simulation of a real fight. I will have Attrition 3 repeaters, Pentalaser repeaters, FL33, M5A cannon, Mantis GT 220 Gatling gun, Omnisky 9 cannon, and Tarantula GT 870 Mark III. Keep in mind, don't just look at DPS. Projector speed is very important in a dogfight of small-medium fighters against small-medium fighters. 1000 meters per second projector speed is too slow here. And why do we have ranges from 2592 to 2608 meters? Why not give every Size 3 gun a range of 2600 meters? This looks really strange. Targets are Arrow, Gladius, Freelancer and Andromeda. Let's get started! We are pretty much straight on, but HUD and MFDs show Arrow upside down. This started with 3.18 NPS. Before this, I never saw this in Arena Commander. 4 Pentalaser repeaters, Arrow. Gladius. Freelancer. Shields are down, waiting for full capacitors. Front is red. Andromeda. Capacitors, front shield is at 9. Capacitors, front is red. Now we have 4 attrition guns. Gladius. Freelancer. Andromeda. Waiting for capacitors, front shield face is down, front is red. FL33, Arrow. Gladius. Freelancer. Shields at 31 all around. Shields down, I see nothing red. Andromeda. Shield front 49. Shield front 20. Shield starts to regenerate. Usually in a fight, you are firing a few shots just to keep the shields busy, but I want to wait for full capacitor each time. Shield front is now down. Shield front still down. I see nothing red. Now shield front starts to regenerate. Front is now red. Okay, this is painful. Front shield starts to regenerate. M5A, error. Gladius. Freelancer. Andromeda. Omnisky 9. Gladius. Freelancer. Andromeda. Front shield face is down, waiting for full capacitors. Front is red. For Mantis Gatling guns, I cannot put power to guns because they are ballistics. Error. Gladius. Freelancer. Okay, have to wait for overheat. Andromeda. Okay, waiting for overheat. Again, overheat. Shield face front is 46. Front is red. For Tarantulas, ballistic cannons, I cannot put any power to guns. Error. I would like to remind everyone, Tarantulas had a very deep bass sound before 3.0, which makes sense because they are ballistic cannons. And since 3.0 they sound like this. This is so bad. Gladius. Freelancer. Okay, waiting for overheat. Shields all around at 56. Front is red. Andromeda. Okay, overheat, shield front 66. Again, overheat, shield front 43, front is red. Shield front 28. And here's our data. Attrition 3 repeaters did very well, but keep in mind, projector speed is low. This might be a good choice if you want to fight bigger ships or if you want to fight NPCs, not so much in PvP with small and agile ships. The good old Pentalaser repeaters did quite well, not as good as Attrition or M5A, but they have a very high projector speed, so might be your first choice if you want to PvP against small and agile fighters. FL33, very high projector speed, and here the good news ends. It takes forever to destroy a Freelancer or Andromeda. 84 seconds for an Andromeda. And this gun is the fold gun on Meteor. M5A laser cannon. Projector speed is not fantastic, but very fast kills. Fastest Andromeda kill by far. This means if you're fighting NPCs or if you're fighting bigger ships, this can be your first choice. Mantis Gatling gun, projector speed is very high, but time to kill, even arrow and Gladius, is really high. Freelancer 23.1 seconds, worse than any energy guns I tested in this video, except FL33. Same for Andromeda, 42.6 seconds, worse than any energy gun except FL33. Omnisky 9 cannon, projector speed is not fantastic for dogfights of small ships. Time to kill is very nice. Tarantula Mark III, projector speed is nice, time to kill not. Freelancer and Andromeda time to kill is worse than any energy guns except FL33. This is not a simulation of a real fight, this is a time to kill test under ideal conditions, stationary targets, very short distance. All tests done with full power 2 weapons. Someone will write, you always waited for full capacitors, even if only a few more shots would have destroyed the target. I always wait for full capacitors to compare the results to other tests. Ship and gun sounds are really terrible. Tarantulas, for example, had a very deep bass sound before 3.0, which makes sense because they are ballistic cannons. Nowadays, they sound like a cheap alien toy pistol. At CitizenCon 2023, CIG showed us new ship sounds. So far, nothing materialized. Balance for year 13 and $1 billion in funding is pathetic. We had better weapon balance before 3.0, which came end of 2017. What is the VET, Vehicle Experience Team, doing? Why do we have so many guns? 29 Size 3 guns. When many of these guns are doing basically the same thing or just suck? Ballistic Size 3 guns are very disappointing, especially since they have very limited ammunition. Before 3.0, we had 1 reload on board. Yeah, both Mantis and Tarantulas get beaten by every energy gun except FL33. I'm open for suggestions for more tests. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye, auf Wiedersehen! Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.